Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. The recording didn't start. Hold on. Okay, the recording just had a problem there with starting. OBS gave me a warning that said I'm doing something wrong, but we're good. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. This is the second to last video I need to record. Well, third to last because I have to record with Cranberry as well. But I've taken a little break since last we spoke. I went swimming. I ate something. I took a shower. It's now 7 p.m. Let's knock it out, shall we? We're Primordium today, which is good. In theory, the next two videos, from a time analysis standpoint, they shouldn't take too long because we have the good characters. But we will see. We will see. Yeah, let's just go. We'll Primordium today. We'll do a little fade tomorrow, and then I'll be back from my vacation for the Beetle Boy, and that'll be great. Anything else? I realized it like a week ago for you, but today for me, I was planning on saying like, hey, it's been a year of Monster Train content. Can you guys believe this? But I just forgot. Yeah, like I really just forgot. So, you know, uh, it's been like a year and then another week, but thanks for watching for the last year. Been pretty cool. Pretty cool. I expect Monster Train's got a long life cycle because they talk about adding a bunch of new stuff, so I'll probably be doing this for a while longer. Maybe you'll be watching for a while longer. Will I be doing this 9 years down the line? I don't know. I don't think that far ahead. Anyway, let's get rolling, shall we? I'm on a bit of a time limit here. Not a time limit, but I'm set to record co-op with Cranberry in about 45 minutes. So if this episode takes much longer, I will have to message him and say, sorry, my episode went too long. I'm drinking a unique drink for the show as well. I'm drinking a soda, if you can believe that. A Coca-Cola. Because usually at 4 a.m. I don't drink one of these. Let's get to it, shall we? Exile Umbra, Exile Hellhorned, Double Barrel Daedalus, Shadow Arcus, Sap Seraph, Pack Morsels Fortify, and Prism Retrieval. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as well. So, we're Primordium. We're Hellhorned. Hellhorned. Imsicle got nerfed because Transcendence got nerfed, but I'll still pick it. Let's go Tempered Talisman, actually. I don't think I'm going to lean into Imps here. I know that it can be good. We can get, like, Rage Imps off of that and things like that. Like, we're gonna go Superfood, for sure. And it can be good, but I'd rather just go with the Plinks Are Better Longer pickup. Because Plinks Are Better Longer means that I'll just slam Scorching Restraints, which gives me 3 Rage to baseline my Primordium gameplay with. We're not looking too bad. Never take spikes on this combat. Whatever you do, don't do spikes. Still on Super Ultra, I can turn that down. Oh, what was my other? It was Prism Retrieval, that's what I thought. Ugh. Oh no, it's Prism Retrieval. Not necessarily the greatest. What are we gonna look for on this run? Well, if you want to show me Morsel Maid or Apex Imp here, I'm not gonna complain, because I really want to see the new animations. Morsel Maid and Apex Imp, they got new attack animations. Because apparently them sliding across the floor like they did before was a bug. And so they're gonna look all different, and I really want to see that. I'm just gonna end turn here. Feeding a damage shield seems not worth. Like, I could do the math on if it is or is not correct, but I'll just press end turn. Keep plinking this guy like it changes anything. I get clapped if I don't kill him, though. He does a lot. Hey, and we got a damage morsel. Cool. I guess I could have just put Queen Zimpling up here in reality. Ah, well. It doesn't really matter. On this run, the best card they could show me is Perils of Production. After that card, barring the units that I spoke of, that would be good to see. I don't really have a big feel either way. This is another run where I don't have an idea of where this one will go because we're very flexible with Primordium. Obviously, we want to pick up things that we can buff Primordium with Ritual Battle, Rage, and things like that, but if we don't see those, we can still find something that works, I imagine. I'm excited to see where this run goes. Superfood Primordium runs, they're always something. Space Prism's fine. It's like a little wrong to not pick Making of a Morsel in case of Morsel Made, but it's not worth banking on Morsel Made. And Fledgling Imp. Fledgling Imp opens up a lot of really, really strong options from Hellhorn. I'll go to the steel shop here, I suppose. We can see like almost any Umbra unit and be happy here. Or at least content. Yeah. Fine. Right. It's not great, but fine. Allied Construct comes with multi-strike, but the Gorge effect, I actually think that Allied Construct is pretty sick here because we get a lot of survivability from Primordium, and we can just give him a self-infusion so that the fuel is not a problem. And I will throw some Rage at him through Fledgling Imp, probably. Should be fine. Should be fine. I think that this is Allied Construct's time to shine. Too bad I don't have anything worth doing these on. Like, imagine if I could intrinsic a Rage card right now. Think of how good that would be. Alas. I'll take a plus 25 if you have it. Large Stone is bad here, I feel. It lowers our flexibility pretty heavily. I'll just leave it. Yeah, we'll just sit on 15. I'll probably go right because our spells suck and I want to try to high roll. No trial is fine. Our spells are bad and I would love to see Morsel Made or another Allied Construct, or maybe even Morsel Master, but that one I'm not so sure on. There's a lot of good hits from Umbra banners. Fuck you, Plink. But what they show us is up to the game. We got Space Prism too, so it's even less weird here. Like we're not at risk of running out of fuel in this combat. A shame about the Collector though. Okay, Train Steward. Pop off. I have struggled with this sort of run with Allied Construct. I find it to be a little difficult to get working. Oh, so the infuse... You may remember a few days ago I said, huh, doesn't this one grant spikes? No. This one comes in with spikes on itself. Huh. Interesting. So the infused conduit redirectors, which are the ones that apply spikes to the floor, they also come in with the same amount of spikes. Now we know. I'll put this Queen Zimpling in front to take the hit, I suppose. Should be fine. And then we just throw a Rubble Morsel down, doesn't really matter. That's one of those mysteries solved. I wanted to make a note of that the next time I saw it, and here it is. Fledgling him, but the twist is he's too late. That's okay. He'll just amp up the Morsel gang and chill. Okay. Yeah, 6 fuel makes me feel good. If we were coming into this without a pack morsels, I think that this would be a little scary. But we got plenty of fuel here. We're chilling. Allied Construct definitely struggles a little bit with Primordium, especially, you know, because Blink, but I think on this run it can work out. I said Perils. I'll take Perils. It's Rage, it's a strategy. I said Ritual. I'll take Ritual, sure. You could self-infuse the Fledgling Imp, but it's hard to kill. We'll go right. Demons get multi-strike. I wish I had a unit for this. Like, this could be Branded Warrior's run. I could click this and I could just go in on Brandon, right? Think about it. He'd come in with multi-strike 1, we'd amp him up with a little rage from Primordium, think of how good that could be. Because he, as soon as he gets like 1 or 2 kills, he super scales. Because Primordium also helps him scale even more. It's like he doubles up. Could give him like a self-infusion, all of a sudden is rage 6. Like that sounds so good, doesn't it? But when that doesn't happen, like if I were in a better position, I would do this. And by that I mean if I had any demon unit. But alas, I went 2 Umbras. Sad. Let's take another alloy construct. I feel like Gurg's Goat opens up some crazy stuff here, but it just doesn't work out. Oh, Shroud Spike. Let's go. It's a bad choice because Vapor Funnel's really good, especially on this run. And the odds that I see the specific unit that I want for that, it's just not likely. I'll pour the rest of my soda here if you don't mind. You might hear this, you might not hear. I'll pour it away from the mic so you don't hear it. You might have picked it up just a little bit. You might hear the fizzing as well. Okay. What an unfortunate turn to draw Shroud Spike. Alright. That's fine. I'm primarily looking to use Shroud Spike to pop fuel. Just keep more Select Excavator in. I think that this wins, but I'm a little disappointed, is all. I'm a little disappointed that we're not going to get to do something super cool and we're just going to do, like, big rage on a unit with 3 multi-strike. Maybe we'll see Trample. Ideally, the big thing that I want to see here is Stalwart Snack. That is the ideal. I would love to see Stalwart Snack. Or Primordium in the next room. Sure. Right? Like 15 rage onto the unit. It's 10 rage. It's fine. I'll draw back into pack morsels, especially if I throw out my queens and flings now. Plink can generate us morsels as well, and it's actually a great combat for Plink because bombs have 2 HP, no damage shield. Enemies, or entire waves are just 1 health. There's a lot of good reasons to love Plink here. But the train steward takes the whole round. It's 8 health, 255, yeah. Good to do. I'm gonna leave these guys alive for the Plinkage that's coming up. With Perils, by the way, I'm aiming, of course, to hold over Intrinsic Perils and then let that in combination with... What the heck, Plink? What the heck, Plink? Plink! What is this? Thank you, Vapor Funnel. The heck, Plink? 2, 4, 7. So this will block most of it. And then this blocks the rest, I guess. The one time I say something nice about Plink. The one time. It does this to me? How could you, Plink? How? How could you? Plink! How could you? How could you, Plink? I finally said, hey, Plink's pretty good here. How could you stab me in the back like that? How could you? I've never felt so betrayed in my life. I can't believe Plink would do that to me. I just can't believe it. Wretch plus Primordium is good. Last Stand plus Rage is good. Both of these options are strong. I will play... Impalet's also really strong here, but less strong because our frontline damage is really good. I think that Wretch is kind of overhyped here because we have not a lot of rage sources. It's just a lot of health, though. Yeah, I'll go Wretch anyway. I'm glad I didn't go multi-strike. I know we get Alpha Fiend here. Yeah, I guess you could do you could do Gurg's Goad plus Alpha Fiend. That would be pretty slick. It's probably about as good as what Allied Construct will do. But anyway. This is probably draw and then space for accommodating perils. I'll start with draw. I didn't check the temples, by the way, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, seeing a divine boons here should mean that there's a temple guaranteed. Yeah, and we have 4, in fact. I think that seeing no temple here means that you're not about to see no temples for the rest of the run, because then you would just have no temples, period. Go to the steel shop. It's a little bit of a shame that we gotta hold this one allied construct here forever, but whatever. We'll go to the steel shop. We'll look for multi-strike plus 25, I think. Damage shield 3 isn't great. Let me peep the... Let me look at the Stark Forge first. Stalwart Snack. Sick. I will probably go Stalwart Snack 1 and Superfood 2 here. Although, I guess this kind of is counterintuitive with Wretch. Wretch was a better pick if I saw the other one. And Last Stand was good with this one. So Wretch was the wrong choice. But it's kind of a coin flip. I didn't talk that out, but that's how it works out. Oh, Fossilized Fangs. It's good because it removes our ever having to worry about fuel, but I think 2 fuel and 4 fuel are similar numbers, so I'm going to go Mask of Penumbra here because I want more card draw. I'm skipping Cleansing Water, and I'm skipping Cleansing... And I know Cleansing Water is good, but I think that Cleansing Water is a bit of a bait because these other relics are better. Like, Cleansing Water is good, but it's not insane. Could do Endless Floodling it. It's a lot of rage if it works out, but it takes up morsel space. But it is a chunk blocker. Yeah, sure. It's a good rage source. Lets us keep scaling with Primordium alive or dead. For sure. I think it's fine. Interesting that we saw Fossilized Fangs though, too. I think that with the information that I have now, I would not change how I play this run, but we got some other options here. I forsake Plink as Plink has forsaken me. Frig you, Plink. This is it. Welcome to the Plink hatred arc. Worth mentioning, I didn't mention it, but armor passes on through Primordium as well, so, you know. That's a good option for survivability on top of what we're already going to be doing here. Yeah, for sure. Couple morsel is just fine. Draws, but I don't care. I need grovel, I feel. I need something to help deal with my morsel generation woes here. Blink, redeem yourself. There was nothing you could do, and this is an allegory for how there is no redemption for what Blink has done. Yeah, it just kind of sucks. If I could play Shroud Spike here, like, our morsel generation becomes even slightly better, this run becomes excellent. Or, once I get my infusion, it'll also be a lot better, because, you know, I've been kind of hamstrung on the infusion front by no option to play it, right? I have not gotten a temple since I picked Allied Construct. It's fine, it's just not great. We got a lot of rage, though. We're chilling. I should probably pack morsels here. Maybe I don't need to. No, I should pack morsels here over fledgling him. I have plenty of damage. I should just make sure he doesn't run out of fuel. Yeah. The only way that I die here is if he runs out of fuel. My man's doing enough. Units. Probably just gonna cut all the queens and flings. I was hoping to see one of the units that got a change in this patch today, but alas, there is not one on this run. Not too surprising, really. Like, it's, you know, they're all rares. I was hoping for Transcendent or Morsel Maid or Apex Imp. Morsel Maid and Apex Imp, they didn't get a balance change, they just got a visual change, but I would have loved to have seen how silly they look now. And Wretch just also gives us 5 more fuel, so we're good, we're good. Kick your feet up, relax. We're taking this one home. That's an easy one. Now we get the self-infused fuel, no longer becomes a problem. Just click on, yeah, this exact card. You can go Void Binding here as well, though. Let's stop and think about it. I think that without holdover, the Perils of Production line is really bad. Because you just skip a lot of turns, and that's not something you want to be doing with Allied Construct. But passing on 2 damage, shield 6 rage is really good. The rage is less important though because we have a good rage source already, and this is damage shield 1 without the Ember Drain, and it gives me more souls. I think Grovel's better. Well, I can't play March of Shields on Primordium, unfortunately. So are we living in the universe where I click Inflame, unironically? Pass on 4 rage, 5 armor. The problem with Inflame here is if I play this on turn 2, I'm getting 16 rage and 20 armor out of it. Like, that's fine for 2 energy. It's pretty good value. Like, it is good value, but it's like the downside is that it's of course drawn over 4 turns, but I'm gonna skip it. I don't want it. I'll take Branding Right or Alloy of the Ancients, not those. Can't pick March of Shields, and yeah. Bell Chain, plus 10 piercing. It's all temples, so I can be pretty lenient with when I take my pack shards. Multi-strike is good. We have a 4 multi-strike Alloy construct. If we keep him alive and keep him fueled up, he should slap everything down for us. Fueling him up shouldn't be a problem. Keeping him alive is the only thing worth considering. At some point, I will probably want to throw... I didn't even mention it, but I will want to put plus 25 on the Fledgling Imp at some point so that it can tank more hits. But right now, if I put plus 25 on it, it just never dies. And that's the reason I did not. But, like, ideally, right here, I just go Steel Shop and slap a plus 25 down. But we'll see. What do you got? Concealed Caverns? I'll pay money, we're rich. That's great. Wing Steel, more draw. Excellent. More space is probably what I want to go so that I can play mid-floor Divinity. You know what I'm gonna do while we're here? It's going to 70. This is really aggressive if I do this. It's not worth it. That is not an increase in power that is worth doing, especially not into potentially stealth boss here. We want to respect. Yeah, we want to respect. If I'm wrong about this heal, I just die, and I probably will be wrong. Sycophants will block a lot of hits. Oh, turn 1 Fledgling Imp. Great news. Yeah, I need to pick up now. Important Work would be a really good get. That would be the best get. This is 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 5. I play Pack. No, I play Blink. Okay. That decision was wrong anyway because I should have played... I should have just played Pack Morsel so I could play Fledgling Imp, but like... Alright. I just... okay. That's all that I can say. Okay. Alright. Man, I took Tempered Talisman for this fucking card. It's a tempered talisman, man. I was like, here, we should take this to make Plink better. And this is how you repay me? Come on, Plink. I thought we were buds. I was like, I was coming around on Plink. I was like, maybe I've been overhyping Plink. Maybe I've been too mean about it. Hey, look at that. It did something correct for once in its goddamn life. I'm mad again. I'm mad at Plink again. I was over it. I was done. I was like, maybe I was wrong. Plink, maybe it's not that bad. Fuck you, Plink. You're a piece of shit. How could you betray me like this in this episode? It's not once, but twice you've done it to me now on this episode. How could you do it, Plink? How could you do it? I thought we had put all this behind us. I thought we had moved on. How can it be? It can't be. The prophecy is shattered. I'm in utter awe. How can it be, Plink? How can it be? How? You lulled me into a false sense of security, Plink. I was like, oh, hey, maybe it's not so bad. Hey, maybe it's decent, actually. I've been overreacting. Fuck you, Plink, you piece of shit. You're a worthless card, and you ruined this game, and I hate you. Tentative friendship with Plink ended. Fuck you. I can't believe this. This is a betrayal of the highest order. I never thought I'd see the day. Thought we were over it. Thought we were good. Now I'm sad. I'm sad and I'm disappointed. I won't recover from this. Plink is officially back on its bullshit, as some may say. I think if I play... Morsel Jeweler is good. I don't care about the rage on bundling him. I just keep drawing too many cards. I just care about defensive stats onto allied constructs, so we're gonna focus on that. We have plenty of rage, we have plenty of damage, we just need to not die, and we'll do that with 2 damage shield ideally. Oh, and I can throw some morsels down here to block a few hits, right? Like this guy. We can do something like this. That doesn't matter too much, but it does something. Well, I know what this episode's gonna be titled. This episode's gonna be titled The Plink Betrayal Arc. Forever Consume popped off the last time I took it. Cannibalize is pretty good. Because it gives me a lot of morsels. But morsel generation isn't so big of a concern here. I guess that's all there's really to worry about, though. Take Impish Scholar and bring back either Packed Morsels or Shroud Spike or Space Prism, all of which are good hits. And I just make sure I don't play Prism Retrieval. Sure. That's fine. Impish Scholar is the unit they should be hitting. Impish Scholar is the one that's broken, I feel. They nerfed Transcendent, but I feel like Impish Scholar is the real problem child. I want to go... But I was gonna go here, so I'll probably hit both magic shops now. So I take 25, 15, 15, I believe. What do you got here? Value Stone? Value Stone Grovel's good. Value Stone Ritual's really good also. Value Stoning Shroud Spike's okay. I think I do Value Stone Ritual here, and it's the best choice. Maybe Grovel. Let's just do Ritual. Value Stone is good because we are going to take space. I can take 15, 15. That's probably what I'll do. Probably need to take 25. I just did my math wrong. That would make Grovel 1 cost. No. Even though this is good, it's worth the money. No. Not in this episode. Maybe tomorrow, Plink. Or the next day. Perhaps the day after that. Today you get nothing from me, Plink. You are dead to me. Oh, there's another one of those loud noises. Someone, that's someone riding something that they definitely should not be riding on the street. If someone hits them with their car, they will die. Like a moped. Alright. I could do 10-10-10 here, by the way, instead of 15-15, because we have 3 temples. I'm gonna do 15-15 on the pack shards, though. I think it's better. Okay. I will not do anything too crazy here. Take a look at the draw. Oh, I drew nothing. That's weird. Impish, or Queen's Implant. So I could stop this curse, but because this isn't curse spell, I don't really feel like I need to worry about the curse too much. And if one of these guys is infused, it's a little more concerning. I have no good answers here. Let's draw a card. Or 2, actually. Okay. I'm just gonna get torn up by curses, it looks like, because I have no good answer to these. I have to draw into Queen's Impling next turn, ideally, but my current turn is just gonna be take 3. I don't think it matters too much. I think it's better to... I guess I could just skip the Fledgling Imp or throw it down here. How much does this Fledgling Imp do? Rage 5, so it comes in at +8, so it's 17. 17? Wow. So yeah, I could actually stop this guy, and will. I take 3 now and I stop 3 next turn, but the real reason you do this is because you keep Fledgling Imp on the field. It's taking 3 to not have Fledgling Imp go into your discard pile right now, which is good. Worth doing. I'll play Prism Retrieval for 1 here and get a Queen's Impling ideally. Let's see what's in the draws first. Ah, Perils. Well, well, well. When you put it like that. Yeah, like this, right? And then I go Prism Retrieval. And we just drop in another one. Okay. Turns out that the squad down here is handling things. I don't really feel like... Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Don't worry about that. Don't think about that too much. Like, this is fine, though. These guys buying me time. I do take 1 damage from a curse here. But, or one hit from a curse here. But that's okay. It's not so bad. We got our boy on the top 4 up to 154 times 4. He's sitting pretty. I just need to work on his survivability is all. I need to find some answer to it. And then we're chilling pretty hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me start off with something pretty easy to do here that I will think is worth, like Perils and then Cannibalize. I can play 2 Morsels, and I will play 2 Morsels. I will play Lifesteal. I'll play Antumbra. I draw so many cards, it's actually crazy. And now I Retch. Play Primordium. Throw an armor at him. And that's plenty. I will keep some of these, but I want to toss out any damage morsels, except for Morsel Miner. He's worth it. Why didn't I play Plink bottom floor to try and kill an enemy? You know the answer to that question. You know the answer to that question. You're well aware of why I didn't put Plink on the bottom floor, aren't you? You're just asking to spite me. He's not great. It's fine, though. Like, we're not at any risk in this combat. We're really only entering risk town. Probably on the Divinity, where we have to scale quicker. To scale a lot quicker on the Divinity than we do here. Nice. I know I said I didn't want to play Prism Retrieval, but it was actually useful when I played it, so not a big deal. Like, this Alloy Construct, as long as I draw some Rage, he scales really well. 260 times 4 is ridiculous, of course. But we only really need to worry about his survivability. I'm just gonna press enter and place. This is over. Right? Right. I didn't do the numbers, but I figured the unit doing around 1200 would take this pretty easily. Furnace Tap's really good if I go find holdover. It's really good. It's very good. But it doesn't help our problem, right? Like, we're in the same boat if I pick Furnace Tap here that we were before, of my unit has bad survivability. Finishing my drink off. It is done. I don't love or hate Furnace Tap here. I think when we lose this run, it's to a bad turn 1, turn 2 on the Divinity, and I just get run over. I feel that so much so that I think I might end up playing top floor even, just to buy an extra turn. I think I want to go Kindle here. I feel like Furnace Tap is overkill. I really find Furnace Tap Superfood, it's supposed to be like a big payoff, I feel like, but it always just feels bad to me. It always doesn't feel good. The biggest thing we could find, the #1 pickup for this run, the instant win relic, is Chain of Gems. Chain of Gems solves every problem this deck has. I believe pretty heavily in Superfood too to help survivability. Yeah, I'll remove Queen's and Blink. There's just so many of them and they cost 1. If they were dregs, I'd cut Blinks, but Blink could still ping off damage shield. Maybe. Don't forget to take whatever the 15 is here. Oh, hey. A +1 attack per 10 gold seems pretty good. With Vapor Funnel? Yeah. Hell yeah. I got Golded Gift of Gratitude at some point. Also. I actually think... Can I do 10 here? If I do this, this is worth 15. I think it's worth too much, right? In terms of pack shards. But what if I intrinsic Space Prism? Let's do this. Oh, I can't play top 4 ever because of... Yeah, I can't play top 4 because of having to actually play other morsels too. So actually I'm going to play mid floor. Space Prism intrinsic, and then I dupe that is worth... Is that worth it? So the 15 is worth 10, the 10 is worth 5. So if I take this, I'm at 80, and then I just take whatever the 15 of the next one is and duplicate the Space Prism, and that'll put me at 100 even. I can also just get ridiculously high damage output through intrinsic Ritual of Battle, and then duplicate this. No, I can't duplicate it though, but I can get really high damage output if I put intrinsic on this. But I feel pretty good about just doing intrinsic Space Prism. I think space is our big limiter, because being able to play 4 or 5 morsels on the floor will be really helpful. So let's do that. And then if I understand how it works correctly, we should get 5 for the duplicate and 15 for the temple. Okay, let's do it. Meanwhile, over here, boy, I'm seeing something out of the corner of my eye. I'm losing my mind. Remove consumes bad. I would like to see Permafrost. I'll put a -1 on Cannibalize. Let's reroll. No holdover. Glad I didn't go Furnace Tap. Good double stack Ritual. It's only bad if I draw it turn 1. My last -1. Let's put it on Kindle. And just call that good. Okay. Let's just go. I think that turn 1, turn 2 is where this deck can fall apart. After we get through the first 2 turns, we're pretty set. Okay, that's good. No morsel card here is very scary. It adds a lot of uncertainty. If I think I play mid floor. No, I think that playing mid floor is the bait. I fall for it all the time. I think you still just play top here. You take the extra time to scale, because if I play mid, I'm just going to let this wave walk anyway. I think we're better off playing top. Curses are an issue, but that's not a surprise. One day. Hey Flink, you want to make it up to me? Kill this collector. Yes, well, I didn't even touch the collector. That's okay, Flink. I understand. I see where we are now. Gonna get a lot of value out of the Heaven's Gold right away. Any Source of Rage would have done a lot here, but alas, was not to be. We're just gonna take 3 curses per round for a little while. That's okay. Like, I have the Pyre health for this combat to be bad. If this sort of thing happens on the Divinity, we'll obviously get run down, but, you know. As long as we're not late like this on our draw, it's not the end of the world. I could Kindle to stop this damage. What do I take? I take 4? I take 30 from this guy, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, sure. I don't know, Flink, do something crazy. Sure. Yeah, I took 30, I think. I wasn't looking too closely, I'll be honest. This Cannibalize is about to pay off for us. Very cool. Oh yeah, and that draws me... Wow, that's... Yep, that is how it works. I shouldn't be surprised, but every time I see that, I go, wow. That's surprising that it works that way. But that is how you... If you kill your unit with your 3rd card, that's how it plays out. I think I just put another Fledgling Imp at it. Yeah, decent. I have a lot of morsels. Imagine if we had Morsel made. This run would be another like 40 minutes. Playing all these dang old morsels. 114 times 4 is pretty good. I'm just in a constant struggle against these curses. It's fine though. We're chilling at this point. Our damage output is absolutely fine. Yeah, we got 16 fuel. I think I'm allowed to greed my fire health from this point. This is not how it'll look on the Divinity also, because Divinity will... Doesn't go Scholar here. That is the worst possible hit. Huh. Okay. Maybe I'll draw... Alright, maybe Plank will kill the 310. Good to have dreams, isn't it? Okay, Morsel I think I left in here, right? No? They're in the drop pile? Oh, I don't have any morsels. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. I'm gonna take Ember Drain, but, you know, stops the curse, I guess it's fine. It's you take 1 Ember Drain to stop 1 curse, it's net neutral, I feel. At long last, Shroud Spike, except I don't even bother with it. I can play 2 morsels on the floor. I have to make enough room in my hand to play Wretch and guarantee Primordium, but I just keep making more souls, if you will. Shroud Spike, I don't know. Doesn't matter too much, I don't feel. If we get Primordium back, he gives enough damage shield. I'm just gonna mess with him. No way this guy beats me. Not close. If we have a draw that looks like what we just had, we will probably die at the Divinity, but let's just not have that draw. Beast is good. Beast lets me accelerate my scaling. I'm down with it. You can also go Excavation Eruption. It's like an answer card. Does 23 to 3 enemies. Sometimes it catches a backline, or sometimes it drops an enemy below a threshold. Things like that. It's too expensive, though. We don't have the energy for it. It's 3 energy. I think that's too much. I'm not taking Imp in a box here. No way. No reason to. Stick to the plan. Then I get rid of Blink. Play right out. Give me a good 15. Spell Chain would be the best. Yeah, that's really bad. And just make sure this is 5 and not 10 randomly. It is 5. Sorry, I've been leaning back in my chair and I didn't notice. I moved the microphone forward for you. Just a little. 25 for the Fledgling Imp is good. Railhammer is pretty good. Hammer Chestplates is also pretty good because it's plus 20 fed through Primordium over the 5, or 25 even. Over the combat, it's probably worth like 40 health, 45 health on the Alloyed Construct, right? That's pretty strong. Railhammer is pretty good as well, though. We get to just Fortify for 9. Effectively doubles the output of Fortify. And we have 2 Fortifies. Gives me a pretty good amount of armor, even though it doesn't seem like it. I feel like if I go Railhammer, I'm better off going Chestplates. And if I go no, I think Chestplates is good. I think it is good. And I'm happy with that. Well, extreme Blink, I guess. I know, it's good, it's good. I'm just... Blink stabbed me in the back and left me for dead. I will go fight Sapsaraf. Superfood Sapsaraf. I'll see if this is as bad as I thought. Give me 1 sec, I'm gonna message Cranberry back. Okay. He messaged me 15 minutes ago, but I wasn't looking. I think that this combat I am still incentivized to play top floor, so I will play top floor. The end. That's the sentiment. I think starting on the Divinity, I cannot play top floor anymore, and I will be forced to play mid floor. I was kind of hoping to see... Oh yeah, that works that way. Well, I was kind of hoping to see something that would mean that you can play... Like, I was hoping for Morsels to somehow not die to Divinity on this patch, but it was a vain hope, I will admit. Wow, Plink. I'm still mad. But good job, I guess. You wanna get one of these guys too? Okay. It's an effort, I suppose. Guess it's the thought that counts. Oh yeah, but this is all of the sap getting passed on through Superfood. That's gonna be a real issue here. It's not gonna be game ending, but it's gonna be sad. That's what it's gonna be. Because he's gonna end up with a lot of sap. The rage will help, but I need to draw Ritual Battle, yeah, this turn basically. And I did, so I think we're okay. What? Why? Why? Blink? Why? Why, Blink? Why? How? How can it be? We've been betrayed! Yeah. Super feast that one up. Get the health, it's fine. I feel like Blink has been doing me a little dirty in this episode, but I guess it's okay. It's not okay. I'm lying to you. Need Morsel Miner. Hopefully I draw Wretch on the next turn. That would be pretty slick. Draw Wretch as soon as we need to. I think that Sapsaraf versus Superfood Primordium, I think that it's kind of it's a situation where as long as your deck is good, you will overcome Although that's a lot of fucking sap, dude. What? He's sitting there at a cool 40? Holy moly. If we draw Retch off the top, we're in a pretty good spot here. Sick. We're in a pretty good spot here. Because we get to drop a big... I'm going to clear out my hand here so that I can get Primordium with at least some amount of hope. I want Blink to not kill something here. Great news. Now I just need to not have Primordium at the bottom. Monster Train. It shouldn't be so bad. Oh, hey, I don't take anything because of the Vapor Funnel, I guess. It doesn't matter. I'm just busy being mad about Blink over here. No! Prism Retrieval! That should have looked. That's okay. I was hoping it would pull. I actually should have done that first and hoped it pulled me Primordium. That would have been really bad if it did, because I wouldn't have had a place to play in. Yeah, I guess that was actually a good call from Prism Retrieval. I didn't think about that one too much. Scream, Blink. I don't know. Despite all of the sap, we're still good, I feel. It turns out, this is a pretty crazy thing to find out, but yeah, if you're playing a run with 4 Multi-Strike and Primordium, seems pretty good. Oh, wow, a feast. Nice. I should just play Kindle. I'm holding Kindle for no reason. There's absolutely nothing that I'm holding Kindle for. I'm just holding on to it for fun. I shouldn't do that. Don't put him in front and feast. That would be top 10 dumbest people moment. I think that if you're playing bad order, it doesn't matter. If you're playing this sort of a run where you are playing Superfood into Sapsara, you basically have to have rage scaling or you're gonna zero out your unit. Really quickly, you're gonna zero out your unit and then die. Fortify. Thank you, Blink. Doesn't really matter, I just play Retch and get a bunch of morsels. I don't care which ones they are. Just go out, please play on the floor, thank you. Our boy has like 400 health, so I'm not too worried about his survivability here. And when the floor gets full up, it really starts to struggle with actually letting you play your units. Somehow, what the fuck, Grovel? Somehow this feels like a bit of a... This kind of feels like a Morsel Maid run. Yeah, 318 is a lot. But, you know. These stacks neutralize each other, so he's not going to have his attack change. It's a really interesting interaction. Every piece of rage that he gets is effectively permanent damage, because that's how it works on this Seraph. I always think it's kind of cool. Sap and Rage, they just neutralize each other, so whatever his attack is, it stays at that for the whole combat. Well, not the whole combat, just 57 rounds. Because the Rage sticks down, but so does the Sap. So he actually is doing like 400 there, I think. Or 300, I think, actually, because the Sap is worth minus like 104, I think it was. Alright, Mr. Divinity. On the bright side, there's not a lot of thinking to be done on this combat. I'm just gonna play mid-floor and hope for the best. Hey, no damage shield. That's pretty good. Turn 1 Retch, a little less good, but you know what? I won't be choosy here today. Let's see what the draw is. Cannibalize. Cool. Let's see what the... I'm always gonna play... There's no world where I'm not playing Alloyed Construct, right? So why bother waiting around to see draws for that? I think that Damage Shield Morsel is good. If I play Prism Retrieval at 1, sometimes I hit the Fledgling Imp off of it, and that would be really good. That's okay. I mean, we just got 2 cards out of the deck for free there, basically. I'm gonna cannibalize real quick if you don't mind. Eat that. Yeah, okay. Just checking if I get a good morsel. I'll take a lifesteal morsel just to be safe. Yeah. Feel pretty good about just throwing these away up here. I don't think we're hurting on the morsel generation front. Oh, because of lifesteal. Wow, weak. As long as I play Fledgling and Blast, I can play all my morsels out, which is good. Play them all out, feast, throw the Fledgling Imp in front to take a hit. I dare you to draw me. I dare you to top deck me the Shroud Spike here. Ah, sad. Let me drop a feast. We'll go Grovel Primordium. And we just go a few more morsels, drop a little rage. Wow, that's all. Oh, because these morsels rise up. I should have played these morsels at the back, but it doesn't matter because morsels are rising up. Get out these Queen's Implings. I think we're good. I think we're good. This wave scares me a little. Impish Scholar? Ah, too bad. I was hoping to hit something a little better than that. I was hoping to hit a morsel card here for Shroud Spike, but alas. Weird to see a turn where I don't play any morsels, especially after how the last few turns went. That's okay. They died of Vapor Funnel, so as long as my unit lives and my Pyre doesn't die, we're not in a bad position. These guys are a little frightening. I did spend all of my money on Hammered Chestplates, and it might have been better to just save it for Heaven's Gold. In hindsight, I may decide that this was a mistake. However, not time to look back, it's time to look forward. Plink, redeem yourself. Hit this Wilt Wings. Fuck you, Plink. You're a piece of shit and I hate you. I will sever your bloodline. Never again will the name Plink be uttered in my presence. It's a good thing I played these before the Fledgling Imp so I could see the draw. Being able to feast here is really strong. That's not really strong, it's just pretty good. I need to make sure I put this out of the way of the harvest so I get the cannibalize without taking any pain. And we just go... You'll not die. So I can go Ritual of Battle. Fortify as well. I think I have Wretch coming up, right? Yeah, so I drew down pretty well here. And just feast now. It might be a net negative in terms of damage output. Might be. What if I leave this Fledgling Imp alive? I think I just don't play it. Actually. I think feasting there might have been wrong. It's interesting. We'll see how bad it goes here. As long as this doesn't kill me, which I take, what? I take 6 and then 12 times however much health you have, divided by 36. How much health do you have? You have... 191? That into 36s? Oh, God. I don't know. Let me actually just... real quick. 191 divided by 36. I pulled up the calculator. He's gonna hit me 5 times. 5 times 12 plus 6 is the damage we take. I think we should be fine. I think we take 66 here. And I think 66 is good. Or not good, it's obviously not good, but it's fine. I also have lined up Kindle and Shroud Spike because I'm a genius. Monster brain. As long as I've run my numbers correctly, we are completely winning. If I run my numbers incorrectly, we lose, and it's sad. And if I lose here, I shouldn't have feasted, right? If I lose this run, I obviously shouldn't have feasted. And I was a fool. Good. 11 hits here, 5 hits here. I don't think they'll do enough damage to make a difference. I'll just kind of let it happen up there. Just kind of let it go. Huh. They can go up there and die at least. Let's see if I was correct. Or if I have made an incorrect mathematical calculation here today. Looks right to me. I'm not dead. Okay, these guys are not a threat. We can just play morsels like normal. This wave is a threat. Fortify. Fine. This morsel away. I think we're okay. I don't think that this wave should kill me because I've been playing lifesteal morsels out. Yeah, we're good. Exhibit A through F of why picking Feast was the correct choice. Right here. Or not Feast, sorry, the other one. Vapor Funnel. Vapor Funnel's gonna save the run. And that's all there is to it. I would like to get lifesteal. I did not. You might think I'm about to praise Plink, but I am not going to praise Plink here today. Plink is still dead to me and less than nothing. It is dirt. It is the dirt beneath my boots. Meaningless. I'll just throw the Fledgling Imp down and then cannibalize it later. You're gonna sneak out of this one by the skin of your teeth. You ever think about that saying? It's a really weird saying. The skin of your teeth. I think the idea is that your teeth don't have skin. Still a strange way to put things. It's still a weird thing to say, I feel. It's the draw. It's Retch. I do think that I want to Retch. It'll bring back, hopefully, a Lifesteal Morsel. Lifesteal Morsel obviously seals us in here for a big old W. Just gonna press end turn. And I believe my 400 times 4 should take it. Oh, this isn't Relentless. I was like, oh fuck, there's no X. This isn't Relentless, don't worry. Thought it was. I got a little scared. Just barely, we are okay. I almost tossed it with that feast, although I don't think I was necessarily wrong to think that I was good to feast there. It's easy to forget that the morsels are adding, like, a ton of damage. Yeah, Allied Construct wins, though. Allied Construct, Primordium, Rage strat scaling, wins. I think you can do the same thing with most strategies with Allied Construct. You just give him Self-Infusion. Allied Construct got really nuts in the DLC, I feel. He got really, really good. So, there you have it. I need to leave very quickly now as I need to go make a recording with Cranberry. We've been back and forth for like 2 hours trying to get this recording scheduled. It's finally time. Let's generate a challenge. Tomorrow's episode, I gotta warn you, the episode tomorrow, it might be recorded at like 7 in the morning. And because I'm gonna do it after stream and I don't know how long I'm going to stream. So the episode tomorrow might be a mess. I'll try to sneak it in early, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.